be over.
The inspiration for my headband today is Bohemian vintage. I really connect with the hippie spirit, I think. I love headbands and I love wearing them like this across the forehead. I love flowers, but I also love pearls and chains. And after I was perusing Pinterest, I got a lot of really good ideas for making my headband a little bit of bohemian flower girl with a little vintage pearl girl going on. And this is what you'll need to do that. Fake flowers, fake berries, fake leaves, a piece of felt, a braided leather headband, a hot glue gun, a jewelry cutter, scissors, some pearls, and some chains. Okay, so first we're gonna de-stem our flowers. So the only tip I have to this is don't cut your fingers off. So the crown jewel of our headband is gonna be these berries and leaves. I love them. And this little piece of floral wire that's wrapped in floral tape is gonna look beautiful, like a natural foliage growing in your hair. So just snip away all the berries and leaves, your little heart desires for your headband. So before I glue it all together, I wanna set up a little pattern so I know where things are gonna go when I get ready to make that last step. So I'm just gonna try to arrange flowers and berries in the way that I best want them. So now I'm gonna transfer my arrangement onto my headband, guys, starting piece by piece with the biggest flower. It makes it a little bit more stable for the rest of the pieces that you're gonna glue with it. So it turned out so pretty, you guys. It's pretty on this side, not so pretty on this side. What we're gonna do to cover that up is take our piece of felt, cut a little piece so it's also secures it and it feels all right on your head when you're wearing it, because I know you guys don't want wires and hot glue indenting in your foreheads. Okay, so my felt piece is in place and we're almost done. But now we're gonna add a little bit of vintage adornments to it like I was talking to you guys about earlier. Also, I wanted to point out that I made mine a little off to the side. I didn't make it in the middle, but you can add flowers all the way around it. A lot of celebrities are wearing it up here with like mad flowers going on. I'm gonna probably wear mine more like the hippie that I am, across my forehead like this. But don't get too excited because it's not done yet. Let's add pearls to it. It's just a little detail that I think adds to the headband. So I could have stopped at the pearls, but I wanted to add one final detail and add a chain to it. So ideally what I want the chain to do is lay on my headband, kind of like from the side of my face to my ear. See? Guys, look what bloomed on my head. I love it.
Hi again. So today's video is all about flower crowns. Flower crowns have been used widely since early centuries as beautiful romantic headdress, and it's still a romantic boho trend. Today's tutorial I will show you many methods to make a flower crown that fits your style. These colorful headpiece can be worn throughout spring, summer, or fall. This style can be used for festivities, parties, ceremonies, or just as a sweet and fun fashion statement this season.
Drinking the night away, well, I'll still be here when you're old.
Materials you would need: flowers. Pick anything you like and make sure to be creative. Although I love real flowers, I prefer to see them in a vase. Therefore, I'm using fake flowers for this headpiece. They can be just as pretty and worn multiple times. You will also need some ribbons, a headband, any size is fine, some floral wires or yarn strings, scissors or a cutting plier will do, and a glue gun. This first style is super easy to make. First, have your glue gun heated and ready. Next, pop the flowers off the stem and cut down any extra plastic stems that pop up. Then you would need any ribbon or hairband you have. Just make sure it's not stretchy. Next, you would just glue on your flowers along the hairband.
And I'll still be feeling the same. And I won't be
You can also cut little pieces of fabric to glue on the back of your flower if you find it difficult to glue the flower on directly. This style is super simple and work with many everyday outfits.
Just how you
Now for the thicker headbands, I like to place the flowers on the table to have an idea how I would like them to look on the headband. Then I would take one by one and glue them on. Since I am going for a fuller look, I spaced out my bigger flowers and used the smaller flowers as a filler. This way there's more texture and dimension to this design.
drove out to the fading heat, Cadillac back king of the street, bright summer and dark red paint sets in with time to waste.
Alright, so the first thing you would need to do for this is cut off the thin stems. The thin stems make it easier to bend and arrange to your desired design.
Give us some hope.
Now take the leftover big stem and we will use this as our base. Bend it according to the shape of your head. Then cut out a few wires. If you do not have wires, you could definitely use some strings that are about 3 to 4 inch long. Okay, so now take the small stem of flowers that you cut before and place it along the bigger stem. Alright, now take your wire and tie one of the ends of the flowers to the thicker stem.
Just took one. You got so free, it brought them to their knees. Who's gonna know you in the end? Not the finest of these men. So make
Leave
it
one of the
right.
end of the thinner stem to stick out.
You forget
This
what
way you could
it's
take the second
like
piece of
to
flower
act
and tie it
on
in with the first flower,
your mind.
just like how I'm doing here.
All the world can touch you.
Repeat with your third flower stem.
Just
Each time you add a
takes
flower
one.
stem, remember to tie it in twice, one on both ends.
Fear no love, all the world can touch you. It just takes one.
Once your foundation is down, you can start to add other mixes of flowers by gluing it on with a hot glue gun or tie it in the old-fashioned way. You can also use flower green tape around the wire to conceal in any pointy wire sticking out. Alrighty guys, thank you guys so much for watching. That is a wrap. And until next time, remember to have fun and be creative.